Hi, give me a second to find this feed. If you're just joining me, make sure you join this feed out. I'm trying to find it and do the same. I always need everyone to share this out. Facebook always has me permanently blocked from sharing in any spaces other than my own, so please take a second to share this out. I give away an activation off of every video to try to get people to assist me with that, and a lot of people don't catch me live because I'm on United Kingdom time. It's okay, you can still participate. I don't find the person until the next day. So take a second to share this. We're going to talk about this energy storm that is approaching us now and kind of how to navigate through these ascension energies. Alright, I'm about to get started. Drop your name if you're going to want a card too. Alright, we have a lot going on energetically this month, which is a good thing. I see a lot of people still having a lot of fear with their mindset around here and the things that I'm talking about. You need to understand this is a very spiritual journey that we're on, and these energies that are hitting this planet are having such an effect on our body. I just talked about this same subject on my last video in my group, Sparks of Divine Light Healing. If you guys haven't done so and you want to hear more about the topic I'm about to approach, make sure you guys join those spaces. So we know that going through this matrix at a low frequency when we were asleep and getting hit with that energy actually could damage our DNA. So you see a lot of people sick going through these experiences. And the opposite is true for high vibe energy. This planet is getting hit with these high influxes of energy. It is actually capable of healing our DNA, activating our DNA, reprogramming us on every level. It should be healing us. It really depends on what kind of frequency you're at as to how your body is handling this energy. We do have a full moon coming up on Monday. This is a full blood moon, but it is also a total lunar eclipse. It's actually a rare astrological event. We know that eclipses come in pairs and that this one is going to mark the completion of a cycle. We've been dealing a lot with eclipse energies that are in Aquarius and Leo. This next one will be in Leo. And it's really important that we understand that this is the last eclipse in a series of them, of these energies. It's going to bring out a lot of the egoic issues that are going on this planet in a 3D type of sense. It could be, bringing a glimpse of, your future timelines, but also the ego programs that we have running that are blocking us from achieving our potential in whatever way. Eclipses come with a lot of insight. This one is for the world leaders. They're said to be omens for the rulers in a lot of ways too, right? They're supposed to be omens for the rulers that their time of reign is coming to an end. This one has a lot of meaning in a not just spiritual sense, but with where we're at and the changes that we're about to see, on collective levels. The solar energy that just was hitting our planet with the last eclipse is a very masculine energy. Any kind of lunar energy is a feminine energy. It's going to bring out your intuition more, but it's going to be a very emotional storm, this storm. We're kind of approaching this energy. I always say, just like it takes me 3 days to create a flow, it does the universe too. And so, you guys should be trying to rest until like Friday. Hopefully you're not feeling the energy too intensely till then. It really depends on how energy sensitive you are. Try to rest more until we get to at least Friday. Try to recharge more so that you handle these energy shifts a lot better. We're about to get pushed into much higher frequencies, and a lot is going to come to the surface in doing so. So it's really important that we're rested up for these ascension shifts we're about to make on whatever level. There's going to be a huge gateway that is going to form from these energies that are combining, and we can be using it to shift to better and better timelines. If you want to be aligned and creating a better future, it's very important that we are feeling aligned in the now. We can make huge shifts, not just with eclipses, but in our everyday lives by changing our perspective. A lot of people are focused on the things that they're worried about, the things that they don't like going on in their lives, negative things occurring around them. If you can stay focused on the things that you're grateful for, the good things occurring, what you like about your life now, it will align you more energetically and really lead you on to better timelines. So it's very important that we need to start to see the now as perfect as is. The universe has this under control, right? Everything is perfect, divine. We need to stop seeing the negative qualities in others. Those are always just negative qualities of self. We need to kind of transcend all that this year. So there's a huge aspect on how the mind, the body, and the soul interact as one component. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, it will make your body sick. If you have things going on at a soul level, the same can be true, right? If you have a lot of metals in the body, it can make your soul sick. So there's really this, oneness between all three aspects, and we need to bring them into balance during this time. So we have this space storm coming to kind of clear the pathway in a lot of ways. This is about creating something new. I say the universe is not something that you can contain in a prison planet enslavement program. It wants to explore itself and to create new things, and it's an energy that is constantly trying to expand and draw upon new experiences. It doesn't like that stagnant energy of just staying still your entire life. So we're seeing that the universe is really yearning to create something better in the same place. This is going to be a time where we anchor into the timelines where we're at, and we begin to create anything that is happening or adjusting as it's happening on an individual level. It's going to happen on a collective level. The more you're getting rid of the people not serving you, drawing better and better experiences to you, letting go of the lower vibrations, the more your world is going to transform. But it's also playing out on a collective level and in other dimensions. So this blood moon is already in a lot of prophecies. I posted some for fun in our event for London. I did see this blood moon is being talked about in several Christian prophecies as some kind of doomsday scenario and things like that. These are energies that are being sent to us to help us transition, to help us elevate spiritually in whatever regard. My link is above. I did a good recharge this weekend because I'm going to London next weekend. So I did my usual and unplugged. I will be back for doing any readings tomorrow. I will be here for energy work today, and then I'm going to be doing readings tomorrow through the rest of the week. So if you guys need me, my link is above. I'm also putting out a lot of vibrations for manifesting new Reiki students. If you guys have not done any type of energy healing classes, I would for sure check out my Usai Reiki, check out my activations I do, give my site a check. Sharon Louise. Awaken. I'm hoping to awaken much more in this reality I'm currently living in. It's like my one goal. Everyone's like, but we are awake. Well, I feel that we can continue to awaken and come back to source and expand our consciousness. So I'm looking at this eclipse as something that will come awaken us more, being out in that energy, exploring. It's definitely really, putting our subconscious and the spiritual more and more into focus for us in whatever regard. I'm looking forward to this energy. I already did just go through some serious light body upgrades in my life. Those are the things that are coming to you with this energy, right? So I'm really looking forward to what this energy is doing for our ascension this month. Angie Taylor, good morning. Make sure you guys share this out. Facebook has me, not just me, but all of our admins banned all the time, so I can't even comment in any other groups, right? We're always constantly on a ban, so please share this out. Angie Taylor. Intuition. Your intuition should become such a fine-tuned instrument that you stop second-guessing it. It's just leading you around on your journey. It is your guide in every sense, your soul leading you. I know that everyone has amazing intuition on this feed. Continue to let it lead you. Let's see. Jade Nicole. We are going to surrender. To surrender is to be open to receive from the universe. I was talking a lot about the same topic on my other video. And I was talking about how, you know, when people are going through that 3D experience, they're letting their ego lead them around on whatever level, and people are finding it's very dissatisfying to be chasing those egoic goals and things like that. So this is about surrendering to what is best for everyone. When you're living a really egoic existence, you're only concerned about yourself. You can't see past that, right? In whatever regard, we see a lot of people, you know, content poisoning people for themselves and for profit, and the things occurring in this matrix. Those are very service of self existences. Service of others isn't about running around and trying to play hero and trying to save people from their lessons. It's about making choices, conscious choices that are best for everyone, not just for yourself at some point. So surrender to the universe. It has something better planned for you than you could ever imagine, right? A lot of this is about surrendering. Mandy Asper, free spirit. Your soul is wanting to journey and voyage and adventure more on very real levels, right? Our soul does not want to be contained in these enslavement programs. It wants to get out and to explore and to be free in every aspect, much like we would be in the astral, right? You could just kind of go where you want, hang out, right? Create these experiences. That is what your soul is trying to experience here, an expansion on those levels. Do new things. I know not everyone can, you know, do crazy stuff like I'm doing here and kind of go across the planet and get out on that level, but you can go to parks you've never been to, I always say. Go explore near where you live. Go do something new you've never done before. Get a bucket list going of what you would be doing if you could do anything, or where you would be going, and start to put out those thoughts and ideas, and the universe will align with it and make it happen. Julie Ledbetter, good morning. Be fearless. It's going to be my topic this week, fear, because I'm putting up these pole shift stuff and everyone's like, oh my god, doomsday, and I'm like, no, I'm over here like, no, it's fantastic, it's great, are you kidding me? We're making this ascension. These are things to help us, and I get a lot of fear reflected back, so it's okay. I can see that we have to work on our root chakra more. I'm doing my Awakening to Ascension live feed tomorrow in our class space. It's in a group on here, and I'm going to be going over the root chakra. I'm going to be doing more meditations on video so we can do clearing and techniques to like work on our chakras and things like that in our space. So it's perfect. It fits the energy with everything we have going on, everything I'm talking about. A lot of people have this fear come up, especially with these eclipse energies, space storms. It really brings out, you know, anything that we need to release on that level. So I'm going to be working in that class. You guys know that you guys can just send a request to that group. There's payment information in it. It's £33 for the year, but it's well worth joining that space. So I'll definitely be doing a lot of root chakra stuff tomorrow, which is really amazing because that was a chakra that I had to master. I had to face a lot of fear time and time again, going into the unknown with no plan and going, you know, across the country and across the planet. So, you know, I know that for me, any kind of fear I ever had got purged out during that process. So, you know, I had a lot of fear programming as a kid, and I tended to create that kind of stuff I didn't want just from the programming I got. And so, you know, this last year was amazing for removing any of that fear, that doubt, right? Grounding in, anchoring, amazing stuff for that. On my own journey, I'm now, you know, working more on my heart chakra and upper chakras like that. So more grounding if you have a lot of fear or anxiety. These are things that you just need to rebalance your body, recalibrate your energy on some level. So more root chakra work, Julie. Make sure you're in our class space, and everyone is. I don't want to hear any excuses at all. I do not want to hear it because we let you pay when you can. I'm not even we're not even focused on any of that, right? You have no excuses why you can't work on your chakras more, why you can't work on your own energy more, right? Everyone around here is always fast to jump for guys and other people and their friends. Do some more work on your own chakras, because if you can get in better energetic alignment, you will land on better and better timelines. You're going to be, in more states of bliss, things like that. Lynn Marie, good morning, love. This is a sacred journey. You can't have any more of a spiritual experience than this. Everyone is trying to find God in these old stories and books and temples and places like that. You have the entire universe within you and around you. Everything that we're seeking is right here within us. So this is a very spiritual experience. There are a lot of people that don't believe in the same stuff as me, and they're still having a very spiritual experience. It doesn't matter where you're at. This is a spiritual experience for everyone. It is the universe experiencing a spiritual evolution on some level. I know that a lot of people might be very service of self right now, or aligned in selfish ways, but it's never too late to change your polarity and to turn to the light. It doesn't matter how dark of a day you're having. We have this universal light that is around, and it's never too late to change and rewrite your story and come back to the light on whatever level. It is your soul's path, no matter where you have come from. Marlene Cottrell, good morning. Mother Earth, we're feeling a strong pull to be connecting with the earth. When I was talking about pole shift, people said this stuff's been going on for 20 years. There's nothing new. There's a lot new going on. You can see the Earth's magnetosphere is changing rapidly and getting really excited right now. I describe it as lit up. You can see the Earth's energy is getting lit up with cosmic rays, galactic energies, lunar eclipse energies, all sorts of type of energies going on. And it's having a serious effect on our planet and our bodies. Connect with the earth more. As empaths, we draw a lot of our abilities and power from the earth. Get out into nature more. Connect with it. Especially if you're an earth sign. Sophia Hernandez, good morning. Make sure you guys share this feed out too. We should be celebrating. We need to learn how to enjoy the now. See, if you go through the Matrix programming, you're always taught to be looking forward to future events, right? Looking forward to this day, next week, and things like that. We need to learn how to be more in the now, right now. Enjoy the ride. We're always waiting for the destination, missing the whole ride, right? Amanda Barker, strength. I was going to do dragging cards today because I was going to say, I'm trying to remind you guys how powerful we are. We're finding this spiritual strength, that when we're really disconnected, it really weakens us spiritually. And now as we're having this awakening and reconnecting to the spiritual, it's giving us a certain strength to be able to draw on this universal energy that's all around us. I'm always trying to remind people of the power that they possess, the power over your own existence, your own life. Like I said, we have free will here, and we are co-creators of our reality, and we have more say than people would like to believe around here. And I'm always trying to teach people how to tune in, how to change their energy, and to, find that state of empowerment. April Stevens, good morning. This is a new chapter. Yes, things must come to an end. We are completing a cycle. This is a cycle we're completing too, together, coming to the end of a cycle. So you need to realize that we never die. Energy is never destroyed, right? That we just continue evolving and changing forms around here. You know what? It could seem like that to people, that things may be ending. Nothing ends without a new beginning, ever. We're entering a new chapter with January. We have a blank slate. We should be, with this eclipse storm this weekend, we should be putting out daydreams and vibrations and thoughts for the things that we want to see materialize this year on every level. And try to think bigger. Try to think bigger than just paying your bills and doing Prison Planet. Try to daydream about crazy things you could never do, like exploring other areas of the world, right? Doing crazy stuff that you probably couldn't afford. Start to really think about those type of things. Patty Ann, worlds within worlds, and realms within realms, and dimensions within dimensions. We're realizing that even though we can only perceive certain dimensions here, there are many around us, right, making up this place. We need to understand how infinite the universe is, and just how many experiences it's had from the beginning of when this all started, the beginning of time, you can call it, right? It has had so many experiences. Anything that you could imagine to be possible is for sure been a real experience somewhere. We're able to tune in better and better as we're going through these vibrational adjustments. It is bringing the spiritual more and more into alignment with us. Laura Belus. Walk your truth. Not only do we need to walk it, we need to speak it. It's one thing for you guys to be watching YouTube videos and listening to me talk about manifesting. It is another for you to put this stuff into action. It is very important that you're using the knowledge that you're attaining right now. That you guys are being given a lot of knowledge. A lot of galactic knowledge is being brought back to this planet. A lot of ancient knowledge. A lot of Atlantean knowledge too, right? So you guys are being given a lot of knowledge. It's important that you're not just listening to it. That's good for your subconscious programming, but it's very important that you guys are putting this stuff into practice and practicing manifesting bigger and more. Practice staying positive, not just listening to someone talk about it. Practicing being more positive. Practice manifesting. Do the detoxing. Don't just listen to me talk about it. Make sure you are detoxing, right? Make sure that you're not just listening to me talk about meditation and that you're practicing meditating and things like that. It's time to implement the stuff that we're learning on bigger levels around here. Diana Ray Marian. This is a transformation. We're going through an entire purification phase. It's almost like what they talk about in native prophecies to me when they talk about a day of purification coming and a lot of Hopi prophecy and things like that. I really look at that as the period that we're in right now, more of a period. They might have had language translation issues, right? More of a period. When they said day, more they might have meant more of a time, right? Day, time, there was a day. So I really look at that like now that, you know, this year is going to be continue to be a purification, a purge cycle for humanity on whatever level. You can really do yourself a favor by detoxing more, eating better foods, trying to raise your frequency. People are like, how do I do that? Get rid of the toxic, negative people around you. They're worst for your energy. We know that everything is an energy exchange. So we don't want to be, you know, having these one-sided exchanges with toxic people that are always taking our energy and giving us nothing back in return. Try to get rid of more of the toxic people around you. Try to clear space. Try to raise the frequency, not just of your body, but of your house. I am doing a lot of work since I got to the UK and changing the frequency where I live. You need to realize that everything is a living entity here. Everything is made of that living energy. And your house has a living vibrational frequency, much like your body would. And, you know, if we're in our house a lot, we probably want to take the frequency up with our house. I do things like burning incense, sage, Palo Santo, diffusing essential oils, filling my house full of crystals, making more meditation spaces, getting rid of clutter, keeping it really clean here. Try to really work on raising your frequency and the frequency of your house. Tammy Oliver, good morning. We're coming into balance. This energy is about to bring us back into balance too, because we had a lot of solar energy hitting the planet, which is very masculine. And entering this storm, there's a lot of feminine energy flooding the planet. So this is really going to bring about a new energetic balance, having the eclipse energies combine. So it could take your body a second to adjust to these shifts we're going through energetically. Some people might feel flu-like symptoms, dehydrated, tired, more grumpy, more irritable, more sad, more emotional. It could be you're just tired, eating a ton of food, not hungry at all, not sleeping good, needing a ton of sleep, all different kind of ways that could manifest into our reality. Drink more water though with this storm. I've been needing to chug a lot of water to stay good energetically. Michaela Whitetaker, and please share this out, guys. Hope. A lot of people have fear. We can't really pick one. I'm sorry. Your fears and dreams are not in alignment. I put a meme up. It says they're not on speaking terms, and it's so true. Literally, we need to align with our dreams, higher versions of ourselves, who we want to be, who we can be. Let go of your fears entering this new year. Humanity has so much fear programming, and you know what? I feel like I'm doing a good job facing and conquering my fears and transmuting them and things like that. But you know what? There's a lot of fear being put out throughout consciousness that is almost like a virus. So, you know, we have a lot of fear being pumped out through the mainstream media and other sources, and you know, I could be feeling and picking up on that here. So it's really important that we're really focused on our dreams and not our fears this year. Michaela Aslan, Cosmic Connection. This energy is doing an amazing sweep of our chakras, our DNA, right? Everything to do with our bodies and our programming. And we're getting better and better connected. More and more people are getting uploaded online. People are like, what is online? An energetic system of sorts, right? What happens is you have a spiritual awakening and your chakras begin to change. You go through a heart chakra expansion. You're probably going to go through a third eye chakra, crown chakra expansions, and things like that. We're being better and better connected energetically to these grids around us and cosmically. This is a week for extraterrestrial downloads, I said. I'm not even joking. It is a really good week. So we just went through a really serious third eye upgrade with that last solar eclipse we had, right? A minute ago. And now we're able to download better and better. This is a week with a lot of galactic energy. And we have a lot of galactic influence around us. Some people are looking up and seeing ships, things like that. Teresa Burnett, good morning. Mirrored souls. Some people have all this fear around here. Well, if we're only ever exploring ourselves here, what do we have to be afraid of, right? I mean, really, I know we have this distorted perception of others. It's like a mirror distortion, but really, we've done a lot of inner work, and we should be drawing better and better experiences to us. I'm sure your experiences should be looking a lot better than they did 10 years ago when we were asleep or whatever it is. So we're becoming more and more consciously aware of the things that we're creating. Everything is always a reflection of us. If everything is going chaotic in your world, it means that you need to take a minute to recalibrate and rebalance your energy. When I'm feeling good energetically, everything's going to flow smoothly and I'll be in alignment with the universe and everything will just happen very easily around me. Pay attention to your energy. Make sure you're staying balanced. Cindy Sullivan, good morning. Celestial teacher. We're in teacher training. I hate to say it because I never wanted to be a teacher. It was not something that I wanted to do. It was something that this was just my calling and where I ended up, right? So I didn't really recognize that about myself too, that I would be told I'm supposed to be teaching and I would be like, I can't teach, I always say, and I would give you the universe back many excuses as to why I can't teach. That is who our higher selves are. They are teachers and healers on every level that we came to assist. We thought that we could take the knowledge that we have and make this world a better place by teaching on whatever level. Some people might not recognize that label when I say this goes for everyone. You're a healer and a teacher, but it's where we're headed up on every level in some way. Evany McMullen, good morning. Believe, have faith in the universe. So many people have a lot of faith in the elite and the dark and the Illuminati and the government. What about the entire universe experiencing itself in this place at the same time? So have more faith in the universe and what it's capable of. Because, you know, I mean, governments are predictable. What can they really do? They're real predictable. What can they do? Blow up some countries? They're predictable. The universe is capable of so much more. It's capable of the most miraculous things we can even comprehend. Moving mountains, you know, moving everything here for one person to align them with where they're meant to be. Mind-blowing stuff. Have more faith in this universe all around us. Ken Horan, good morning. Gratitude is our theme of the week. We're doing a lot of gratitude posts in our Awakening to Ascension class, which, you know, some people could view that as boring homework assignments, but what I see is people, you know, on those gratitude frequencies, putting those posts up and flooding Facebook with lots of gratitude energy, which is probably the highest frequency energy that you can access. So we know that gratitude has the capability of opening up any timeline we want to be on. It's powerful. If you guys have taken Reiki 1, you guys know it talks a lot about gratitude in there. Lori Wessel. work on your crown chakra. We're working on expanding our consciousness, our connection with source. Make sure that you're doing more violet flame in the shower, violet flaming your houses. I tell you guys that, you know, all you have to do is visualize your house burning in purple fire, or your office, or yourself in the shower with the water. That's a good meditation technique. More violet flame. It will transmute any kind of low frequencies, anything. Purple is one of the most spiritual colors too. It's a very high frequency. Jennifer Simpson, be still. I'm trying to stay in the now today, right? I'm coming back from my recharge before I do my insane London mission during this crazy storm, right? So I'm doing my usual little recharge. I'll try to recharge before I hit these energy storms, because then I always feel a lot better if I'm well rested. Try to be in the now a lot until the rest of the week. That's how we're going to land on better timelines too, being more content in the now. Kate Amargo, shadows, right? Shadow self. We're going to have a lot of that coming up with this moon energy, because this is like kind of a purge. The moon comes close to the planet, and it affects us on subconscious levels. So any type of programming not working out, things not serving us in our reality, tend to become more apparent, right? If you ever had an experience where you met someone that you really just didn't like, welcome to your shadow and exploring it, right? A lot of people have the empath narcissist drama, and you can really describe that dynamic as a real bad kind of shadow work that you're going through on whatever level. This is about becoming whole in all of our aspects, in integration on every level. Lisa White, good morning. We're working on more compassion. You can see that I'm constantly working on certain colors in my own everyday life, and you can see it reflected in my aura too, that, you know, I've been doing a lot of solar plexus work lately, and it's really turning me yellow in a lot of senses in my rainbow, right? So you can really tell. I always tell people that if you're taking your aura photos like we do in our areas, and you're not seeing certain colors, right? Like if you're like all purple and you're not seeing any other colors, work on some of the other chakras. You know, your stronger chakras are going to be really reflective in your aura, so I'm always trying to work on the ones I'm not so great at. So I've been doing a lot of solar plexus work. I'm trying to come to more empathy and compassion. That is a chakra that deals with the energy that we're taking in of other people. We're like sponges as light workers and healers. We're constantly, you know, filtering energy through ourselves, whatever capacity. So make sure you're taking really good care of your energy. You already know, salt baths, nature. It will really help flush out any energies we're taking on. Musante Terry feels agitated and sad. Things, you know, I always feel like the energies just amplify wherever you're at anyway. If you're already a depressed person and then the energy amps up, then you're probably just going to feel like that amplified by a million. So it's just going to amplify however you're feeling. So I'll usually be in states of bliss, and then I'll have one of these storms hit. And the last eclipse, I was feeling like extreme states of bliss, right? Like real crazy high off of it. So it'll just really bring out anything that you're already feeling on whatever level, and kind of make it more apparent too. If you're sad or agitated, work on your root chakra. But, you know, it makes us sad and depressed not to be on our missions and, you know, on our kind of calling path or whatever too. If you're feeling sad or depressed, it's your body's way of telling you that you're off course with where you're at in your life. Mazzotti Terry. Emotions. So you have a lot of emotions coming to the surface. Like I said, you can't, you know, be a light worker and not be feeling the collective on some level. Like everything going on here is going to have an effect on our frequency, what's going on with the whole, right, as a whole. Oh, I'm sending you crazy love, Brittany. Brittany had to motivate me to go live. She has such a huge role in my life, and it's so needed for me sometimes. So I'm glad I'm here anyway. Like I said, I'm doing my little staycation. I'm on my staycation until tomorrow, and then I'll be in alignment with this energy flow, and I'm going to be doing a lot of energy work this week. So if anyone wants attuned, any of my class attunements, I can do them, you know, on our little London trip too. Let me know. I'm doing a London activation too. It's the second London activation on my website. If you guys want to participate, I have an event on this wall. Definitely let me know if you're trying to do that. So, Brittany gets choices. We're making better choices. All you got to do is start making better choices in your life, and it will add up fast. Where you just start to make better choices, more in alignment with who you are, and it's going to really just build up to an entire new reality really fast. So, you know, we're making better and better conscious choices with the good of humanity in mind, and the universe is very aligned with it. I had a hard time in my path because sometimes, you know, I would be trying to do things clearly the universe wasn't aligned with. Blocks, right? Blocks are a good indication that the universe is not aligned with your plan or what you're trying to do. A lot of people will try to force beyond those blocks and get blocked even more, and then create suffering and disharmony. Go with the flow of the universe. Andrew McLaughlin, integrity. We're trying to get back to a level of spiritual purity. I was trying to explain to someone that, you know, there's a lot of knowledge and information being used around here, right? There's a lot of knowledge being held from humanity, and I say it doesn't matter that these people don't have the level of purity needed to be using this stuff anyway, right? You need a certain level of purity to be doing anything with the spiritual. This is a purification process, this ascension, us getting back to that pure space of essence of who we are, right? Continue to release the things not serving you. It will just keep making you lighter and lighter and purer as a soul. More releasing. Sarah Jade Hill, shine. We need to shine brighter. Yes, we need to just continue to light up our frequency on whatever level. We came here as light workers, star seeds. We're meant to be, you know, planting seeds of love and light in whatever regard. Whatever we sow comes back to us. So if we're planting seeds of love and light all around here, we're going to get love and light back to us in our lives in whatever regard. More light, more love. Oh, I love it. I'm reading Karen Jordan's comment about the violet flame. Let go of it. This stuff is so good for us. These cycles, I live for them. It's no different than, you know, the next full moon we'll have next month for me and the things that I'm going to be doing with these storms. Clearly, this will be a powerful energy. It is good. It is helping move us forward on our path. We have 2 eclipses starting out this year to help move us forward where we need to be. The energy gets a little stagnant around Christmas. So this is a good way to move us forward on our ascension path and to get us where we need to be. For sure, let go of any fear. If you look at your life, you should see that you're just continuing to create better and better things, hopefully, because you're probably becoming more and more positive, hopefully. Karen, time to move forward. And like I said, this energy will move us forward on our paths in every way. It's a good thing. Melissa Schneider, good morning. I'm trying to come to a space of unconditional love in my life. Now, I think people get confused with this concept because a lot of people will allow people to treat them badly and just be like, oh, I'm supposed to be about unconditional love, right? Have discernment with everything, but we're meant to come back to those vibrations of unconditional love. I think it has less to do with people loving people no matter what, and it has more to do with being judgment free of other people around us, right? Unconditional love, judgment free. So, you know, unconditional love, those are the frequencies of the 5th dimensional that we're trying to access. For me, I know that in my path I need to have love and light for all life, right? Not just humans. You guys know that I am a vegetarian. I've experiment with different food choices, and it really helps me on my path to have unconditional love for all life here, not just humans but animals, nature, everything, and kind of live more in balance with the things around me just in my own life. So I believe that if people want to access the 5th dimension and above, they may need to, you know, make some drastic changes in their lives, like better food choices, you know, living more healthy, you know, unconditional love, things like that. Jamie Nicoli, limitless. We're going to try to remove these blocks. That would be the voice in your head that says this won't work out. I always say, right, this isn't going to go good. You start to have a crazy idea, like I want to go travel here and do this. You'll have this thought, like I don't think it'll go good. I don't think you'll get the money. Whatever it is, those are your limits. We had a lot of programming with money, teaching us money is the root of all evil. I can't think, you're always going to be broke, right? We had a lot of negative programming. When it comes to manifesting, we also had a lot of programming that taught us in school that we were limitless and couldn't really do a lot. Those are the things we're trying to reach past now. We need to realize how unlimited the universe is. Megan Woolridge, patience, have patience in all this, right? We can't do this overnight. We can't raise our vibrational frequency overnight. We're doing it as fast as we can. Have patience with this ascension process and where you're at in your path. Trust your path and where it's leading you. Quora Chaisson, good morning. Time out. Make sure you're taking a break. People don't understand that about me, right? That's why I had to take space for myself too, to make sure my energy is good and I'm recharging, right? Make sure you're taking more time for yourself. This is a really good time of year for self-care too. That's what we were really learning last year, that damn, we might need some self-care going through these ascension shifts, and it's going to get even more intense this year. So we need more self-care. If you don't take care of your energy, no one else will, right? So we have to learn how to take care of ourselves first. More self-care, more salt baths, more meditation. Kel Burford, and I hear the mate. I'm not sure if you're from the UK too, right? I'm not sure, but send in lots of love. Kel, communication. We're learning to work on our throat chakra. That's a big one for empaths and light workers. We learn how to stay silent and just keep our opinions to ourselves. And for the first time ever, we're learning how powerful our truth is. I can get on live feed, and just through speaking, I can reach so many people that will resonate with me and what I'm talking about in my experiences, just because I'm putting my truth out there. It's very powerful in the change that I'm seeing. Me talk about changing my reality and my life, and the same things I'm always talking about. I'm watching a ripple effect where people are watching my videos, going to get vitamins, detoxing, changing themselves, and it's creating very real ripple effects around here. Your truth is powerful. Find your voice and use it while it's still legal. That's a UK joke. United Kingdom jokes. Valarie Roads, self-worth. This is really about realizing who we are, not in a ego sense, and getting back to our abilities, our powers, and what we're capable of with just our energy and our vibration. It is powerful, right? That we have the ability to uplift this entire planet just through vibrating and being ourselves and being authentic. I think that when you're going through the matrix, you tend to, as a kid, try to fit in with the people around you. You try to like act like the people around you, and it took us a while to find our original frequencies that we're meant to be on, to become authentic. And everyone has their own vibrational frequency, and now we're learning how to set our frequency and not just absorb everyone's frequencies around us, which tend to be much lower than ours, because we're starseeds. We should be vibrating much higher than the rest of humanity. So for a very long time, we were always just kind of absorbing and taking on everyone else's frequencies around us. And for the first time, we're learning how to, spend time alone, recharge, tune in, find our frequency, and to stay on those frequencies around other people. So this is a powerful year for creating the universe, expanding, finding itself, and putting our abilities more and more into practice too. So you guys have had a lot of video time watching my videos. I know you guys are reading spiritual stuff, getting out, watching other videos, hopefully, and doing this kind of stuff. And you guys have been filled with a lot of information since your awakening. It is time that we take this knowledge and really put it into practice in our everyday lives. I knew I couldn't just talk about manifesting. I had to get out into the world and go do something crazy and actually put this stuff into practice. It kind of got boring to me talking about this spiritual stuff all the time. I knew that I needed to implement it in bigger better ways and kind of put my abilities into use, serving the collective in some type of bigger way. So I had to kind of get out into the unknown and practice with my abilities and explore and kind of do something bigger than just sitting around kind of talking about this stuff and listening to it. I need to put it into practice in some way. So this will be the year that people get back to their missions, service. I am seeing things that concern me as someone who plays a role in a lot of these spiritual communities, that people are not mastering healing themselves and they're trying to heal other people. You guys need to understand that your first task after you wake up is to heal yourself. You can't heal anyone else if you can't heal yourself. I'm sorry. If you haven't mastered healing yourself, then you're not able to heal other people. That's where we start. So make sure you guys are healing yourself good. And you know what? Enjoy that cocoon phase where you're meant to be healing yourself. It was the best time I ever had doing my ascension. That little, you know, you're cool and you can just work on healing phase that you're in. It's very, very important that we get our energy on point and where we should be healed before we're trying to help other people. It doesn't matter how good your intent is. If you are damaged and you have not healed yourself and you try to heal someone else, you will only pass upon your pain, your damage, your energetic garbage and things like that. So it's really important we're getting to a good space energetically before we try to focus on our missions. But this will be a big year for missions. You guys have been healing a while. You should be at a good place. Just please make sure you have mastered healing yourself before you try to, you know, access someone else's energy. It's very, very important. So more focus on healing self-care, right? Detoxing, getting where we need to be energetically on every level. You guys don't have to go out and try to fix and change everyone around you. You guys should be as a way to assist. Like I said, it's about making better choices that just have everyone in mind. We see that. Do you think Monsanto is making choices that are best for everyone? No, they're taking a lot of cash to destroy people's health. Same with these, you know, chemical corporations and a lot of these corporations. They're doing what is best for them at the expense of everyone else. It is simply about living a life that is in alignment with divine will. And when you make your own individual choices, making ones that have everyone's well-being in mind, not just your own, right? On whatever level, that is what it is about, to be service of others. We're not meant to go fix and heal the people around us. If we see people that are sick or damaged coming to us, a lot of times we have to go within and do some more healing work of our own. You know, right now I'm drawing all healthy, healed people around me that are, you know, light workers and assisting people, but that's a good reflection of who I am as a person, right? So we tend to draw whatever we're working on or who we are as a person. If you guys are seeing a lot of that, instead of trying to go heal your family members and the people that have a lot of inner work to do, try to do more inner work on yourself, and hopefully it'll kind of change that perception or mirror or whatever. I'm going to go on that note. I'm going to be live a lot this week though, because we're doing London, so I have a lot of information to get out leading up with this storm. If you, like I said, if you guys are trying to do the London activation, the link is above. Hit my inbox if you have questions, and make sure you guys join our Awakening to Ascension class. It's on a group on here, so just search Awakening to Ascension. You'll find that group too. Have a really high vibe day. I'm going to go back to my little retreating into self for the day. Like I said, try to rest more until Friday though, because these lunar energies affect our sleep cycles. I don't care how awesome you are at Ascension, it's going to probably throw off your melatonin levels on some level. It really affects our third eye and our melatonin levels. It can mess up and reset people's sleep cycles and things like that. So make sure you guys are trying to get a lot of rest until Friday. Meditate more. You have your extraterrestrial assistance that is trying to tune into you this week. It's the best time to tune into galactic energies. Make sure you guys are trying to meditate more, spend more time alone, downloading, tuning in, galactically, things like that. Drink a ton of water through the weekend though too. I say that this energy is really upgrading our bodies, and you know, we're getting blasted with a lot of high frequency galactic energies right now. Make sure you guys drink a lot of water too. We don't realize it, but we need a lot more water when we're having energy work done to us, and that's exactly what this energy is doing.